Welcome to another interesting video. On your way to learn the generation of random numbers, let's get started. In this tutorial, we'll start the basic rand command and then we'll move on to the package random tools for the generation of random numbers. Let's dive in. If I type the rand and put a parenthesis, press enter, I'll get a random number. If I again type the rand command, I'll get another integer. If we type restart, after that if we type rand, we'll again get the same integer as we got for the first time. Now, how is it possible to change this sequence? For example, if in some scenario we want different random numbers to generate it every time. For this, we'll type restart. Then we are going to type randomize, which will randomize our seed, and after that when we type rand, we'll get a change random integer. By default, rand command produces integer. We can also generate floating numbers. In rand command, we can also give a range. For example, if we give a range of 1 to 10 and press enter, oops, there is no integer here, it's giving a procedure. Why so? Because when we type a range, it refers to a procedure. To get an integer, we have to type ren, then give our range, then a parenthesis that will call our procedure, and now we'll get the random number. To produce a floating number, just type the rand and give a range of floating point digits, suppose 1.6 to 12.2. Now press enter. Again, we are having a procedure. If we type parenthesis and then press enter, we get random floating point number. We can also assign this value to a variable. For instance, a equals rand, and I'll provide a range of 1 to 15 and press enter. Now the procedure is stored in the variable a. If we type a and call the procedure, we'll get a random number. That's all for the rand command. Let's move on to the random tool package. I'll clear up the screen. To activate our random tool package, we'll type with and then write random tools. If we do not put a semicolon at the end, we'll get all the commands present in the random tool. But for the time being, I don't need these commands. I will just put a semicolon at the end, then press enter. Now our random tool package is activated. The command we'll be using is generate command. Generate. Now what we are going to provide in the generate command to get some random object. First of all, we have to provide a flavor. For generate command, flavor is the type of object we want as output. For instance, if we want an integer, I'll just type integer in quotes, integer, and if I press enter, we'll get an integer. But we can also provide some range. If we type generate, then if we have to provide range, then we'll not close the word integer in quotes. We'll just type integer, then a parenthesis, give range equals 1 to 10. Now we get an integer in the range of 1 to 10. Next is same for the floating point numbers. Like, we'll just type the generate command, give the flavor float, then specify the range equals 1.7 to 30.2, and we get a floating point number. In the same way, we can also generate complex number. For complex number, we'll type the command generate and then we have to specify flavor complex. Now in the scenario, we have to also specify the value of x and y, whether it should be integer or floating point or some rational. In our case, I'm providing integer. And now if I press enter, we'll get a complex number with the integer values. By using generate command, we can also generate random polynomials. For example, if we type generate, now we have to specify our flavor, which is polynom. Next, the two important things in our polynomial are the coefficients and the constant, and there is also a third thing, that is the degree of the polynomial. For coefficients, for constant, we can just give integer, rational, or there can be some variables for which we can use choose command. For this example, I am using integer. Next, we have to specify the coefficient, which is x, and the degree of our polynomial, which is going to be 4. Okay, and its degree. Now if I press enter, and it is generating a polynomial of degree 5 because I have just specified the degree outside my polynom command. I will put it in it, and now we have a polynomial of degree 4. Now let's move on to list and sets that can be generated by generate command. We'll just type generate and the flavor is list. For a list, we can specify what type of object should be in our list. It can be a list of polynomials, of complex numbers, floating points, integers, or it could be list of matrices, vectors, and so on. For the time being, we'll be using integer, and specify the range of our integers, that is range equals 20 to 30 this time. Now if I press enter, okay, so we have to also provide the list length of the list. So if I type 5, we'll get a list of 5 elements. A second thing we can do is to generate a set. If I just create a list of 10 elements instead of 5, we'll see the repetition here. 30 is repeated, 24 as well, 23 is also repeated. But if I generate a set in the same manner, I will not get the repetition. Now let's generate the set. Generate and give the flavor set. I think my caps lock is on. Okay, I just turned it off. Set and integer with the range of 20 to 30, and now I put 10. Now if I press enter, we'll get 10 elements without repetition. There is one more thing before we'll move on to an advanced topic that will make your life easier for a repetitive task, and we can generate list of lists, a list that is containing the list. How can we do that? Just type the generate command and type the flavor list. Now here we have to specify what will be our objects in the list. Second, we have to provide how many nested lists should be in, and Next, what is the length of those nested lists? Type integer. I'll provide range of like 1 to 30, and now we have to specify the number of lists and the elements in those lists. I'll give 3 lists of 2 elements and just press enter. Here our list contains 3 lists and each list is of 2 elements. Now we are moving on to our last and the most important topic. We sometimes need to generate a specific type of random number again and again. For that we can use our for loops or while loops, but that is time consuming. The best thing this generate function has is the make proc command. How this will make our life easier? Let's see. I type generate. I will assign this to a variable. For instance, p equals generate. I'll just generate integer of range 50 to 60, and now I'll specify that it is a procedure. It will not just assign a value to p, but it is now a procedure and we have to call it. I'll just write make proc to make it procedure. Now if I press enter, we'll get a procedure. Now if I type p and a set of parentheses, I'll get a random integer. And to do it repetitively, I'll type just 2 3 do what call just the procedure and then end our do. Now we got 3 random integers. That's it for today. If you find the video interesting and helpful, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon to get more notifications, and don't forget to like it.